Hi Nico, this is Nina's reflection. So the full micro-teaching experience has been a really eye-opening journey for me that has significantly contributed to my development as an English teacher. In terms of teacher professionalism, the micro-teaching process made me realize the importance of detailed planning and organization. For instance, during the preparation of our micro lesson, we have to carefully design the lesson flow, select appropriate teaching materials, and anticipate students' responses, especially their obstacles. There's one thing that that was hard to think thoroughly about. That was teachers' verbal instruction, which also led to one weakness I noticed during our group's implementation of the class. Some unclear guidance and instruction did occur that led to students' passive participation and response. This unsatisfying fact further convinced me that the attention to detailed preparation is crucial in creating a structured and effective learning environment, as the real teaching is always unexpected. To solve the problem, more detailed scaffolding and explicit instruction should be provided before assigning tasks or unfamiliar group activities. For instance, prior to the grammar exploration activities, step-by-step instruction needs to be modeled and explained to the class to make sure most of the learners could participate in the activities. Also, regarding the English teaching pedagogic practices, our group incorporated an inductive approach in a grammar teaching course with group work and a lot of discussion in our micro lesson effectively. As you can see, it promoted students' engagement and interaction. The successful practice of this approach was closely connected to the student's profile, as it includes their high English level and preference for group activities. To add to this point, more peer feedback and evaluation in the post-learning session were suggested by their English teacher, as it could not only match the high proficiency group's students' ability, but also give them the sense of the ownership in English learning. When students were given this kind of opportunity to share their ideas, they become more active and participant in the class. This made me understand that a dynamic and student-centered approach is essential for language teaching and learning. Additionally, the use of multimedia resources was another strength for our lesson, such as the video with a sign for noticing gerunds and to-do infinitives. It contains familiar scenes in students' real life so that students could naturally connect to it to notice the grammar rules. Also, our students also highlight that it is the most favorite part of the class in the Mentimeter feedback. It also echoed with our goal to enhance students' learning experience and make the content more accessible and interesting for them, as the grammar class is always boring for them. So this has led me to believe that integrating technology may be also a useful choice and a powerful tool to reach diverse learners and improve their language acquisition. But always remember to make tailored adjustments and consider the feasibility of technology integration of your target learners. As for my own qualities as an English teacher, I discovered some strengths and also areas for improvement. I realized that I have good communication skills, which enable me to explain concepts clearly and interact with my students during discussion. The class teacher Isha also praised me for my role as an assistant teacher, as I approached to the students actively and answer their questions. However, I also recognize that I need to work on my classroom and time management skills. A student-centered facilitator has always been my belief of teacher's role, but how to really implement and realize it still seem quite vague to me. And this micro-teaching really added more explicit evidence to make it more concrete. Additionally, we also need to improve the efficiency of class. Only the students who actively raised their hands were chosen to answer each question. That may lead to ignoration to the slightly introverted and silent students. So overall, this micro-teaching experience has shaped me into a better English pre-service teacher and also deepened my understanding of teacher professionalism, effective pedagogic practices, and my own qualities.